Oftentimes, we're not enjoying our present life because we're always looking forward, trying to see the future. And then we have a tendency to see all the negative first. But in 2024, we're going to enjoy the present now, the now. And we are going into the future with our goals, our desire. Welcome to another episode of Secret Conversation. I am Celestina, and today we'll be talking about 2024. We are still here. We are still here, and there is a purpose while we are still here. What are your expectations for 2024? What are your desires? What do you want to do? We're not talking about anyone else right now. We're talking about what do you want to do? What are my goals for 2024? Am I going to get it done? Yes, I'm going to get it done. And it's not only for me, it's to help someone else. Now, my goals are things that seems impossible for me right now in the stage of my life. But I am thinking big. I have a great I'm expecting great things. So in 2024, I'm going in strong as ever. So I'm about to end 2023 very, very strong. And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But you have to have your mind made up and you have to get it done. You know, it's not an option. You have to get it done. And I have a secret to share with everyone. Back in August, I wrote a book and I had it published. It was published on August the 19th. On November, the weekend of Thanksgiving, I finally shared with my family this book that I wrote. So all these months, you would have thought it would have been something exciting and, share with the family. They did not even have an idea I was writing this book. My friends, no one knew about this book. And when I wrote the book, I saw a couple of mistakes in the book. Would you believe, and you're going to believe it, that couple of those mistakes that I saw in the book kept me from sharing the book? What's up with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that picture? Couple of mistakes in the book. Girl, is your first book. Is your first book. AI didn't help you with this book. These were your words. These are things that happened to you. So I'm trying to speak to women today to let you know, do what's in your heart and get it done. With mistake, with error, just do it. Just get it done. People who are for you are going to be happy for you, and I can't believe that I could have been advertising this book for months. It's like, girl, what's up with you? I'm being for real. What is up with you? And then I had the book published, and because I read it the first time I saw those mistakes, I never read it again. So someone told me about the book and they said, this book is so. So I said, let me read this. And I read, God gets the glory. God gets the glory. And the name of the book, My Purpose Fulfilled. My Purpose Fulfilled. It's about 23, 24 pages. And I talked about two women that were very important in my life. And I did not know how God was molding me and preparing me for this time, for this season in my life. And it talked about my business, the people that I came in contact with. And it's a very good book. The book basically lets you know that you are a lifeline and that God has placed you here to get some things done, and you have to get it done. You must get it done because it's not for you. And you're a lifeline. You're going to pull someone out. You're going to save someone. You're going to bring hope and help to someone. Very good reading. Very good reading. And it could be read over and over and over again. Very good. But my point is, why? Why it took you so long? Now, this is the last week of December. How many of us are dealing with situations like this right now? That we have stuff that we were supposed to do and we haven't done anything about it. We just have it sitting in a corner because of fear, because of what we think people are going to say about it, or we actually don't really believe in it, that it's going to do what it's purposed to do. So what we do, we hide it. We hide our gifts and our talents. We started things that we never completed. We never completed because of fear. Because of fear. Interesting, huh? Fear. The end of December, take it out. Start it. If you wanted to lease that place, call and find out information. Anything that you wanted to do. Did you want to publish that book? Call, get information. Make a couple of steps. Get it done. Because it's not for you. It's not for you. The person that read this book said, this book really changed my life. I had to examine myself. I know it's okay. And sometimes God's purpose is been around us for years. It's been around us for years. And we did not know because we're expecting great things, but that little thing that seems small to you is great in the sight of God. And because we don't think it's big enough, we don't do anything with it. But life is beautiful. There's greatness in us as women and men, because I found out some men are listening to my podcast. There's greatness in us. Let's get it done. I said before in one of the podcasts that we all are going to leave. And please don't take our gifts. No matter how small we might think it is. Let's get it done. I remember, and I talked about my stepmom, Mamita, how I migrated to the United States when I was 12 years old, and how she molded me into the woman that I am today. And I also spoke about my aunt that raised me. And I remember, just to say something, I remember Mamita, my stepmom, she didn't have any children. So when she married my father, I came, of course, Celeste. So she was so excited. She was so excited to finally have a daughter. And of course, the relationship was not great at first, because I came here when I was 12 years old. I came to America. Brooklyn, New York, Bedford-Stuyvesant, in the ghetto. In the ghetto. And I remember Mamita did not have any children. And so I was, and I remember she used to dress me up. I was go-go boots and all kinds of boots and all kinds of different kind of coats in there, because this was her daughter. She had me in the latest fashion in the ghetto. Listen, your girl Celestina got beat up. I got beat up day after day. They would jump me in the class. They would follow me home. I mean, go back on the banana boat. It was rough. It was rough. And I remember going to school afraid, because I don't know when, as soon as the teacher turned her back, as soon as she left the room, they used to gang and beat me, because it was like, Who do you think you? My mamita didn't know no better. I didn't know any better. We were in the ghetto. Who you think you are coming to school? Then I had the nerve to have a gold tooth in my mouth. Could you imagine in the 6th grade and the 7th grade with a gold tooth in your mouth? Listen, I got beat up. Look where I am today. Look where I am today. It was rough. And I just thought about that, how God just seems to, and we don't understand. We don't understand. And I look back at my years when I came to America and the things that I had to go through in the ghetto, being robbed in the elevator. But life. But God has better for us. And now I'm enjoying it. Everything makes sense. I understand everything. It was like, Lord, why did you allow me to come to America and go through? Got put back a year because the language barrier. Spanish is the first language. At home, we spoke English. So when I went outside and played with my friends, it was all Spanish. So you got put back a year back. You had to deal with. But God is faithful. He had my whole life planned out. I have it planned out from day one. We just don't understand. Didn't understand why my father took me from my mother and had my aunt raise me. Just childhood. And then you go through life. But here you are today. And I know all of us have a testimony. All of us have stories to tell. Tell your story. Help someone. Do your story. Tell someone. Help someone. Be a blessing to someone. So I hope today podcast help you in some way. I just had to share the story how I got beat up in New York. I got beat up in New York. I mean, but there's a lot to it though. I had a couple of neighbors that said, girl, we're going to take care of you. We're going to back you up. And I had an afro and I put some razor blade in my hair. Listen to me. I can listen. It was. Now I can laugh at it. Before I wasn't laughing. I was scared. I was so afraid. But I made it. I made it. Thank you, Lord. I made it. So write your book. Tell your story. Open your business. And if you don't want to do anything like that, it's okay. It's okay. Enjoy life. Travel. Go away for a weekend. Do you. Pamper yourself. Get a massage. Get your nails done. Go away. Take a day trip. Go out to a nice restaurant by yourself. Do you. 2024. It's a leap year. So let's get into 2024. Thank you. And don't forget, smile, be nice. You don't know what a smile will do to someone else. I get it all the time. You have such a beautiful smile. Your smile made my day. It helps people. And then you can have a conversation. And by the time you're having a conversation, they'll tell you all their business and you are able to talk wisdom in their life. You'll be able to mention the love of God in their lives, and you'll give them something to think. Thank you. And again, please share this podcast. If you know anyone that you think will enjoy this podcast, please share it with them. Subscribe. There are 5 stars. Hit the stars. And thank you guys, and have an amazing day.